When Scarlet and Violet first came out, I tried to get every single Pokemon in the Pokedex using only the surprise trade feature. And we wound up doing it, minus the legendaries of course. And now we're here to do it again, only this time it'll be the 100 new Pokemon found in the Kitakami Pokedex. Now at first glance it sounds like this might be easier because there's only 100 new Pokemon to get. However, I'll explain to you guys in the end why that wasn't quite the case with this challenge. Starting off, we got Sewaddle, and then not long after that, Centrant, Litwick, Cleffa, Ekans, Chimecho, then Cramorant, Gligar, Lotad, Victory Bell, which I thought was really interesting because it's fully evolved. I didn't quite expect to get one this early. Not long after that, we got Poochyena, then Poliwag. Coming up after that was Clefairy, then Quagsire, Lombre, which was also another interesting one, and then we ended day 1 with Yanma. Now after day 1, we got 16 Pokemon, and I thought it was going great. And it was, until the next couple days rolled around. Starting off day 2, we ended up getting Sandslash, Poltergeist, Vikavolt, then Sandshrew, Furret, Aipom, which is a version exclusive, Hakamo, Feebas, Vulpix, Munchlax, Coughing, and then ended the day off on Shiftry. Shiftry was another one I thought was going to be a little harder to get, but it actually wasn't too bad. Only reason being, it was fully evolved, so I thought it was going to take quite a while. And now this is where things kind of took a turn. Coming up on day 3, we got Trevenant and Trevenant. We just got Trevenant. That's all we got on all of day 3 somehow. We made great progress on the first two days, and then day 3 came around and just really ruined all my hope that this might be easy. The next day we started up, I got Phantump, which evolved into Trevenant that we got the day before, so it didn't really matter all of day 3. And then Duskull, Poliwhirl, Yanmega, and Poliwrath, another fully evolved Pokemon that I thought might actually take quite a while, specifically because it takes an item to evolve. And that's all we ended up getting for day 4. So it was a better day than day 3, but still not a great day. Day 5 came along and I thought all my luck was gonna change. Because we started off, we got Ninetales, another Pokemon that takes an item to evolve. But that's all we got. That's all we got on day 5 too, like I don't get it. There's so many more Pokemon, and at the moment we're only at 35 out of 100 that we need. Day 6 was a little nicer to us though. We ended up getting Seedot, then Weezing, Mienfoo, Nuzleaf, Spinarak, can't believe it took me that long to get that because it's so early, then Swinub, Basculin, Chingling, and Bellsprout. The last few days went so bad for me that I was just really glad to get a really good amount, and we ended day 6 with 44 out of the 100 Pokemon we needed. Now we started day 7 hoping that it wasn't going to be the same as it had been the last week, and we were right. We ended off the week with a bang. We ended up getting Carbink, Cutiefly, Ducklet, Snorlax, Illumise, Ribombee, Ambipom, Golem, Clefable, Ariados, Morpeko, Swadloon, Mightyena, Milotic, Dusclops, Dusknoir, Weeping Bell, Mandibuzz, and Geodude. And just like that, by the end of the week, we were at 63 Pokemon out of 100. Day 7 really brought my spirits up, and I'm so glad because really, after those first few days, I was really thinking this was going to take so much longer than I wanted it to. And, well, it did. We'll get to that, though. After day 7's success, and getting us up to 63 Pokemon, we wound up getting Nosepass, Conkeldurr, Dipplin, and Swanna by the end of day 8, leaving us at 67. Not the best of days, but definitely not the worst. We'd had worse twice already, with only having days where we got 1. Luckily, day 9 came around and was actually a little bit better than day 8. We ended up getting Noctowl, Corphish, Jangmo-O, Probopass, Timber, Piloswine, and Sinistcha, leaving us at 74 Pokemon by the end of day 9. Day 10 rolled around, and here I'm thinking we're on a roll. We can't hit a slump again like we did in the beginning, but we wound up only getting Chargebug and Volbeat being our 75th and 76th Pokemon, ending out day 10. Unfortunately, that left us a little sad going into day 11, but we did double what we got the previous day by getting Graveler, Arbok, Lampent, and Grubbin. I don't know how Grubbin was the 80th Pokemon we needed, but I guess it just wanted to take a while. It's not the strangest Pokemon to get this late. There is one more that I can't believe we haven't gotten yet that we don't get until like the very end almost. So we ended off day 11 at 80. Day 12 was still pretty good. We ended up getting Kamo-O, Hoothoot, another one I can't believe took us 82 Pokemon to get, Slugma, Ludicolo, Mienshao, Macargo. That's what we got on day 12. Pretty good. ending the day off at 86 Pokemon, only needing about 14 more for the Pokedex. Now, with only needing about those 14 more, we start day 13 off by getting a Levani. Not long after that, we actually got a Basculegion and then a Crawdon, and that ended out day 13 for us at 89 Pokemon. Now, day 14 is where things slowed down a lot. And I mean a lot. However, day 14 was also the luckiest day we had. We only got 2 Pokemon, but those 2 Pokemon were Munkidori at 90 and Okidagi at 91. Now, we're not counting legendaries for this challenge because of there only being 1 and then being locked to the end of the DLC. And they're even harder to get because even the hacked Pokemon are all shiny ones, and since they can't be shiny, they're not really abundant in the trade system either. We made this decision when we did the first challenge, and I thought I'd just keep it for the second challenge as well, just to make it a little bit easier, but also, you know, we'd never finish otherwise. So now that we have those 2 legendaries out of the way, we start up trades on day 15. And we get Mamoswine. That's it. Just Mamoswine. Not horrible, but could be a lot better. And then day 16 hit, and we didn't get anything. And then day 17 hit, and we also didn't get anything. We didn't get another Pokemon until day 18, which is when we finally got Girder. Girder is one of those Pokemon that's a trade evolution, and I'm actually surprised it took this long to get because a lot of the hacked shinies are trade evolutions. But I'm glad the one we got wasn't a hacked shiny. Now coming up on day 19, we didn't get anything again. However, day 20 wasn't too bad, and we actually got Chandelure and Gliscor. The last time we will get more than 1 Pokemon in a day for the entire rest of the challenge. And day 20 left us at 95 out of 100 Pokemon. Now, we didn't get the next Pokemon until day 22, and it is finally the one I couldn't believe took this long to get because of how abundant they are. We got Vullaby. Vullaby was the third to last Pokemon we needed for the entire dex, other than the legendaries, of course, because we still need Politoed and Ursaluna. Now, I know it kind of goes against the legendary, me going after Ursaluna because there's only 1, it's super rare, but it is a regular Pokemon, and because you can connect the game to home now and get Hisui Pokemon, I figured we could also wind up getting a regular Ursaluna. That's why I left Blood Moon Ursaluna in the list of Pokemon that I actually needed to get to complete the challenge. Now, another couple days went by until we got something new, and that wound up being the second to last Pokemon we needed, Politoed. I'm not surprised that Ursaluna is the last one. I'm not at all. I see Ursaluna currently as I saw Golden Go in the first challenge, although I did wind up getting 2 Golden Goes in the first challenge throughout the entire time. So we're currently at 97 Pokemon. We only need 1 more, and we didn't get it for a week. I traded and traded and traded hours and hours every day for the next week and didn't get anything until one day I finally got it. It was late at night, and I'm just going to show you guys the raw clip here because I was speechless and I had to be quiet. I couldn't even say anything. So let me go ahead and show you guys that real quick. Blood Moon Ursaluna! I got it! Okay. We got it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the only 2 things we don't have are Ogerpon and Pheasantipity. And we said we wouldn't do legendaries. I got lucky and got the other 2 from hacks. But I think that's finally it. Ursaluna was the last regular Pokemon. That's it. It's finally over. It's been over a month. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm speechless. I did not think I thought it was going to be like another week before I got this. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so happy. And there you go. 98 Pokemon in the dex. The only things we need now are Fezandipiti and Ogerpon. Ogerpon, by the way, cannot be put into the trade system at all, so we never could have got that in the first place. So we just had someone trade us Ogerpon and Fezandipiti, and that is 100 Pokemon gotten out of the Wonder Trade system, technically. Now, I'm going to go into the stats here in a second to tell you guys exactly how many trades this took, and I want to show you guys my in-game time as well, because it's absolutely insane. But first, I want to explain why this challenge was much harder than the first one. The first one only took about 3 weeks, despite having 4 times as many Pokemon needing to be traded to us, because even though there was 400, any trade you got, there was a 1 in 400, technically, chance of you getting anything that you needed. But because these 100 Pokemon were added, that makes it a group of 500 Pokemon, and then on top of that, there's all the Pokemon that have been in raids, and now all the Pokemon that you can get from home, and Hisui. It was just a big group of Pokemon added together, so now instead of a 1 in 400 chance, it was probably about a 1 in 550 to 1 in 600. So that's why I haven't been uploading a ton, so I appreciate you guys sticking with me, because I've been working on this for the last month. Now let's quickly get into the actual numbers of this, because I know some of you guys are going to want to hear that. Now it's time to crunch some numbers. This challenge was done over the course of about 36 days. The last day being a pretty quick day, because we actually got Ursaluna really quickly. This in total took 11,165 total trades. Now, if you average that out to be about half a minute or so per trade, that comes out to just under 4 straight days of trading, not including any breaks we took whatsoever. So 11,165 trades over the course of 36 days, not too bad. That actually averages out to about 310 trades a day, which isn't bad, but now there's only one thing left to do, and that is go talk to our friend Jacques, and we need to get our diploma. Unfortunately, we can't go and get our diploma right now from Jacques because we've not done any of the DLC, so he's not there yet. But now that we've got that, there are plenty of fun challenges we can do here in the DLC, Shiny Hunting wise, and I'm very excited to do this. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video down in the comments below, and also let me know if you want to see me do this again when part 2 of the DLC comes out. The Indigo Disc, I believe, coming out early-ish December, I think, and I imagine that one will be a little bit harder than this one, but who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. But yeah, don't forget to leave that comment, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, share it with all your friends because that's the way YouTube works, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Peace! Alright, 36 days later, we can actually play the DLC. Nice.